From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the Health Minister is promising big changes to how GPs are funded. Dr Shane Retty says he expects new funding and a redistribution of existing funding based on which practices have to deal with more complex needs. Retty told TVNZ's Q&A serious work is being done to push that work forward.
I would like to be thinking that in the next 12 to 15 months that we're substantively changing the structure of primary care.
A careful balancing act for the Deputy Prime Minister as he makes his State of the Nation speech today. Winston Peters will give the address at a public meeting in Palmerston North. Political editor Jason Wall says Peters will likely make his usual jibes at political opponents and the media, but he also needs to outline what he's delivered.
We're not going to see campaign mode Winston, but we're also not going to see statesman Winston either. I think we're going to find something in between. He needs to give his base something.
Two cyclones are brewing near Australia's north, with one set to make landfall tomorrow. A tropical low is spinning off Western Australia. The other, Tropical Cyclone Megan, is expected to bring heavy rain, flash flooding and strong wind. Weather forecaster Miriam Bradbury says a flood watch is currently in place for many Australians.
Because of this risk of heavy falls, we do have significant areas of flood watch current. They cover not just the top end and northeastern parts of the Northern Territory, but large parts of northern Queensland as well. This is flagging the risk of further river rises, which may cut off roads, rail and transport routes and isolate some communities.
Disgraced New Zealand journalist Jan Wotton has apologised to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard over a controversial column. While working for British tabloid The Sun, Wotton used the phrase "wife beater Johnny Depp" in the headline, prompting Depp to sue in 2020. The Sun won the trial, which also saw both Depp and Heard trade accusations of domestic abuse. In a video on social media, Wotton says he should never have got involved in the carnival of commentary on their relationship. That's news. In sport, discus thrower Connor Bells comfortably won his fourth straight national title, despite being well below his best on the final day of the championships in Wellington. Bell had a best throw of 57.83 metres, 8 metres better than his nearest rival, but more than 8 metres down on his national record. He says he just wasn't feeling it.
Sorry I didn't throw as far as, I actually think probably everyone was hoping I'd throw.
Ireland rugby captain Peter O'Malley is weighing up whether he's played his final test match. The Irish have secured back-to-back Six Nations titles after beating Scotland 17-13 in Dublin. O'Malley says he'll take the week to decide.
This part of it is the best feeling in the world, and that's the part you chase, but you have to have a proper chat and be realistic, and if it was my last one, it wasn't a bad one to go out on, so I can hang the jersey in a good place if it was.
That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.